Yo, what's up guys? We are back with another video. Today I found time and motivation to do the Thief Dungeon Tour commentary. First of all, I just recorded this video and it was 1 hour 40 minutes, and after 10 minutes my microphone went into standby, so well, here we are again. Yeah, anyway, what is a tour commentary? We're gonna watch a dungeon tour together from the Thief PoV in this case, and yeah, I'm gonna talk about a lot of general dungeon tour stuff, but of course with the focus on the Thief in this case, what the Thief is doing, what's going on, skips, portals, other usages, like of course the Thief is there for the portal, for the mobility, for CC if he's on the boss with the party. Yeah, one more thing. Or a few things before we start. This is not my POV. Well, I'm part of the tour. I'm the NG, but the Thief is played by Saul. I will link his channel below, so you can check his stuff out. Yeah. Why didn't I, like, this is labeled a casual tour. Why didn't I take, like, you know, like an RC speed, you know, like record time tour, whatever? I thought it would be better to, you know, take a tour that's a little bit more approachable when it comes to, you know, some of the portals that are done, you know, compared to, like, you know, a really optimized tour where you have like multiple characters and you know, there are portals, some skips you know you wouldn't do in a more, like, you know, casual setup. So yeah, like in my eyes, this is a casual tour. Of course, if you are new to dungeon tours, this is still there's still a lot of stuff going on, but don't worry, we will break it down. And yeah, so you have a little bit more of an understanding what's going on. Yeah, I think let's just let's dive right into it. This tour is actually it's two dungeon tours kind of cut together. You know, for some of you who pay close attention and notice this, just for clarification. But yeah, let's dive right into it. Of course, we start with CM P1, where all dungeon tour starts at this point, kind of established. Dungeon tours, you know, kind of start when we enter the barn right here, and the Thief is already, you know, next to the end boss area. I also have a magic pen, as you can see, for this all of this. So yeah, so you know, Thief's already here, end boss area. You can either like take the skip around, or there's like a new skip where you know you do a choya jump on top of the barn and then walk on top of the cave ceiling in like, towards this area here. Yeah, you can figure out how to get here. It's sadly not part of the video, but you will be fine. So yeah, as you can see, the tour just started. People ran in. I'm trying to not pause for too much, but you know, sometimes I just have to like keep up with what's going on, explaining and stuff. And yeah, for sure, this will be a longer one. But I still think like really, it will be really helpful for people. You know, if you're interested in dungeon tours, if you want to get into dungeon tours, if you want to, in general, you know, start playing Thief, or you're interested in, you know, what Thief is doing, this should be really informational for you. And I mean, I think in general everybody should kind of know what Thief does. So you know, even if you're not a Thief player, there's going to be some general information in this here as well. So should be quite insightful for anybody. Yeah, so we are here. The tour just started. We placed on our portal. We have to place it down over here so we can reach it. We're gonna place down also the pitfall trap for CC. So yeah, so we place our portal down over here because we want to instantly port to the waypoint that will appear after the group kills the second boss, Victoria. So there will be, you know, the portal, the waypoint will appear here, and then we can take the waypoint and instantly open the portal on top of the waypoint. If you know, if we would place the portal here, it would be out of range, it wouldn't work, so we have to place it over here. But yeah, let's keep it rolling. In this tour, the gallery in the barn is cleared, so you know, like we pre-cleared the bandits up in the gallery. So usually you have to stealth up and then take the portal, then take the waypoint. So you know you don't get in combat and everybody can take it. In this case, you don't have to because you know they are cleared. But yeah, we share Basilisk Venom with our party, and then it's just some thief stuff on boss here. I'm not gonna go like into crazy detail when it comes to like the optimal damage rotation. Like of course you want to empty your dodges, and in this case it's not really like not optimal, but I really want to focus more on the general like tour, like general tour strats, what's going on in the dungeon, what is the thief doing in general. Not really want to focus on like this small stuff when it comes to like damage rotation or really nerdy stuff, but more general take and information what's going on. So that concludes P1. Onto P2. So P2 at the start, we can take the waypoint to skip some distance. We loaded in quite late, so someone else went and picked the path. Alternatively, it could also be your job as the thief. It's kind of whoever like joins the instant first, and then the party is off like towards the first boss. What we will do is we will swap the shop of 5 through the ceiling here to go up here to place a portal for later. Like in general right here, we already picked the path, but and there's already has been the message, but this right here triggers the first boss. If you enter here, like Taylor will get attackable. If you are quicker than this, like in this tour, you need to wait until, there it is on the screen, you need to wait until this message appeared, then you can enter the door, like then you can enter the room, and then you will trigger not only the net turrets but also the boss. So in this case obviously it already popped back there, so we can instantly enter and the boss is attackable, like, because usually some party members can enter earlier and then the thief goes and triggers the boss for them. Our party kills the boss, presses the button, we go into the next room. We are not really doing a lot of damage here. It's kind of the situations where we are on our skip template. We have the portal down. We're just going to do some blinds, some damage, but it's pretty much on our party to like kill the stuff here. We clear this room, we press the button, and we will open our portal here in the doorway. We will leave a sword too, and then our party will take the portal. We will enter this room, trigger the cutscene, take the sword 2 back, return, and take our own portal before it runs out. Right here we have some time to swap to the damage template and kill those mobs right here, which is what we're gonna do. After they're all dead, our party will take the first waypoint and make their way to Bridget. We will swap back to our skip template. Shop 5 up here through the ceiling once again, pick up the med pack. And yeah, I mean obviously how this works here, the NPC needs to get here, and then if we enter this general area, we will automatically give the med pack to her. The second we give the med pack to her, in the courtyard, if you look at the minimap, the courtyard will be filled with bandits. So we should wait with giving the med pack to the NPC until our party is ready here next to Bridget, so we don't so they don't pull stuff. Okay, so we give her the med pack, we take the waypoint, we stealth up and skip past those bandits here and go next to the keg pickup area kind of, and prepare a portal. We want to make sure here that we stay out of combat. So we need to stealth up here. Those NPCs are going to follow us since they are not pathed, but that's totally fine. Everybody needs to get out of combat here quickly. The party and we will take the first waypoint. Everybody will take the thief portal, and we are next to the keg spot. Everybody kicks up a keg, and it's Angie's job here to do gyro, so not really our job to do any stealth. We will drop the kegs, of course, at the same time, since if you drop it, the bandits run there, try to pick them up. So we need to drop them roughly the same time. And of course, since ArenaNet just thought after 10 years, hey, it would be fucking cool if you have to kill Martha actually here. We have to kill her now, after the last patch to dungeons kind of, so, well, fun change. And depending on where Martha is right here, like, of course she walks like, back and forth here. might be better for a thief, you know, to run past here already, like go here somewhere, Deadeye down, because you really want to, of course, trigger this, you know, NPC dialogue quickly after. Not gonna go into great detail about, you know, it's like you can obviously kill the NPC here. The NPC is Rosina. And you want to do this after you kill the boss and then open the cage. If she then dies, it means you skip a lot, like a big chunk of dialogue between her and the guy in the cage. That's more of a tryhard thing, I think. You know. Yeah, if you're new to this, if you're a little bit less sweaty and going for this, you know, it's really tough to do this, especially now since, you know, Marta's not there anymore. But yeah, here the thief or whatever, it's kind of the thief job, wants to keep the boss just away from the party until his invulnerability kind of phase is over. You can either do this by, you know, what Salo will do, which we're not going to talk about, or you can go behind some barrels right here, or you can pull him inside of the mountain. Yeah, you know it is nothing too crazy right here. But yeah, after the invulnerable phase is over, you want to kill the boss, and then of course if you're sweaty, you want to try to kill the NPC, as you can see Rosina here, and then open the cage, and then she's supposed to die. In this case, sadly, she lives with 3% health. And you know, in the past you used to be able to pull Marta here now and, you know, shoot her, and then she would die, and then this whole cutscene between her and the sergeant in the cage would stop and the path would complete, but that's sadly not possible anymore. So this became a little bit harder, but yeah, as I said, really sweaty strat. If you're just chilling, you're vibing, don't really have to do this. Anyway, this concludes P2, and we are on to path number 3. In general, CM more of a straightforward dungeon in the sense of Thief is pretty much with the party the whole time. There are a lot of other dungeons where Thief is kind of doing his own thing, which you will obviously see later on. Kind of same thing here, like in P2. Gonna take the first waypoint, pick the path, and then we are off to the first boss. This right here, we are on the boss as Thief. We should do CC. We should share Bowser's Granum here with the party. Saulo's not doing that because I guess he forgets. But yeah, his boss is CC'd, so all was fine. And right here we want to do Black Powder, plus some stealth to enter the basement safely. We want to run up to this point right here where the NG will use its gyro, and we will grab a gun for the turrets. How this turret room is done, well, you want to have a guardian with a wall. I mean, optimally you want to have 2 guardians with 2 walls, and then they should communicate, you know, I will use the first wall, I will use the second wall. You want to place the wall right here, and then you all want to stand inside of the wall, you know, and then want to, you know, carefully peek out, take a shot, go back into the wall. You don't want to get hit by those turrets, since they do like AoE, you know, damage when you get hit, and then which can lead to your party easily being wiped. But if you do it correctly, it should somewhat look like this. And what you can do as well, you can use skills that are unblockable. So Saul, what he could have done is on his way, like here, he could have went and, you know, prepared the pitfall trap, since it is unblockable if you actually activate it. So, you know, this turret right here, of course, for example, would be dead. You have Guardian F1, the Spear and Dragon Hunter. You have Guardian Longbow 3. You have NG, Grenade, Throw Mine, Grenade Kit 5. That is. Throw Mine, Blast Gyro. We have skills like this that are unblockable. You can damage turrets actually with those kind of skills, so it's kind of worth to know, you know your class a little bit and what you can do here to finish off like a 2% turret and make stuff just a little bit nicer and smoother. So right here, want to place the pitfall trap and want to go ahead to leave a portal, obviously to skip the traps that will appear here after this boss. a little guardian thing. If you stand right here and use create HOT5, you pull all of those mobs like this. Like in this run it wasn't done, so this guy just never gets pulled because it's like those kind of cannonballs prevent him from being pulled. Doesn't really matter, you don't need to kill him. If you're going like right here, there are like two strats. You can either just go ahead and then you literally run from here to the end boss, kinda. You do not re-stealth really. You use like gyro here and then you just, after the gyro expires or after the gyro disappears and the stealth is stacked up, you leave. Or you just go right here. This is what we will do in this tour. We will go right and then we will re-stealth later on. I would advise that honestly for less experienced parties, since the other way is a little bit more risky. Everybody needs to be really on top of their game, execution X properly, use stealth consumables. But this is way easier. You just go up here, stealth some stealth and blast some stealth, and go from here, which is a shorter way obviously. On Thief we want to use our mobility here to go ahead. Since those three guys need to be pathed, as you can see they move. So we need to wait until they stand still and then we can go ahead. So, we want to use our mobility to get there before our party's here, so our party can just go ahead and kill those guys and go to end boss. Well, with the current patch we have a reflect now, not an auto attack anymore, but in the Star 4. I guess it's not terrible here, even though in general it's pretty terrible from what I've heard. Well, that's unlucky. General strat right here, as you can see on the mini-map. You see someone is behind here, and this person died, attacked the bandits that are in this area, and made the bandits kill the NPC. This means the NPC is not engaging in a dialogue with the boss, since she's dead. She can't have a conversation when she's dead, which makes this boss just become hostile immediately, which just saves some time. As you can see right here, the boss, the NPC died, and of course the person, in this case the person was me, communicated this over Discord, and then everybody knew, okay, we can go into the boss fight immediately. But this is CM, pretty straightforward dungeon. And the next dungeon will be TA. TA is a dungeon where the thief will take a really different route from anybody else. It's you kind of play your own game here, which can be fun, or which is fun in my opinion. Not an easy dungeon though. The skips are not particularly hard, but you need to be really quick on them. You don't really want to, let your party wait for you. You don't really want, to slow down. You don't really want to be the time guy. You want to be always really quick when it comes to the skips here. So this is why it's not an easy dungeon on Thief, I'd say. But yeah, we engage in this skip right here, skip over the first gate, jump over the first gate, and then jump up this vine here, place a portal here, leave a sword too. One person stayed back and talked to NPC. There's also a strat where, also a version of the strat where just everybody jumps the gate, and then the thief is going to be the person who talks to, to the two NPCs you have to talk to. But in this case, someone was back here and talked to Keith, and then the other Silvari chick. Let's go back here for a second, because I want to talk about the sword too. You can leave the sword too. As you saw before, he he placed the turtle, left the sword too, then took the waypoint, and you can now use the sword to port back in the general direction where you left it from. So it just makes it a little bit quicker to get to your portal. The person right now who also took the pearl was from start, jumps down to the party now, joins the party. The party will kill the worm while we are off preparing a double portal for later parts of the dungeons. So right here, the thief is swapping to Deadeye, and we are doing this because we want to make use of the trait called Payback. Our portal is on 40 seconds cooldown, as you can see, and Payback makes it so that if we kill stuff and those blossoms, count as like kills, we reduce our utility cooldowns and also elite, but that's whatever, I guess. Yeah, so this is why, we go Deadeye here and kill them to reduce the cooldown on our portal, because we need it sooner than 40 seconds. We're continuing with the skip. So right here, in general, what Saulo is doing is a little different from what everybody else is doing. Like the standard way, let's call it that way. The standard way you would do is you would wait like right here until the group has killed the worm and the path is picked, forward is picked, and then you will leave your thief portal right here, and then you will go on and do the skip to the next part of the dungeon. But he's doing like a little bit of a different thing, which achieves the same, but it's a little different. So let's see what he's doing. So he's just going up a little bit further and leaves the portal in like a different spot. The general idea is right here. Right now the group killed, of course, the worm boss. We're gonna pick path soon. Then the group will just walk into the ambush room. Sadly, we can't see that right now because the inventory is in the way. But it's totally fine. So what's happening is the group will walk into the ambush room, and we're gonna leave our thief portal here. We will portal the group after the ambush room into the bubble room, and then take a portal back here. So we are back here, so to then portal everybody to Laurent, the boss after. So right now the group is in ambush room. Right here, thief needs to be quick, since if you are in this general area, it takes you long of a time. Some wolves can port here and attack you, and can screw up your plans. There are different ways how to get over this gate. He's deciding to jump over it, gets it done. The wolves are not here, and now he places down the Zera portal. And of course, since you have two portals, it's a double portal. It's kind of like time is your enemy right here. Like you need to be quick, because you don't want your first portal to run out. The portal you place first, your thief portal in case. So normally what you would do right here, you need to wait for the NPC to finish this voice line, the pale tree, before you take the portal and then enter the bubbles in the bubble room. Otherwise the path can bug. So right here, what you would normally do if you would do the standard thief way, let's call it that way, you would go here, you would open the portal, the Zera portal, and then you would take the worm waypoint right here, you would go over here, and then you would open your thief portal and take, and be over here next to and then jump down to Laurent, go to where Laurent will trigger, to Laurent trigger. What Saulo is doing is a little different, obviously, because his portal is in a different area. He takes his own portal, then he goes over here to take his thief portal. It's the same like effective outcome at the end of the day, but it's just a different way of doing it. So those groups spawn since the bubble room is finished, and then you want to go here. This is the trigger. If you would do the other way, you would come from here, go to the trigger, and then yeah, let the roleplay start, the talking. Right here we leave our portal and sword 2. Same principle as at the start of the path with sword 2. Just using it to save some time like this. Party is waiting for us. And we're right here next to Laurent. We are next to we are thief. We are on the boss, means CC is our job. It's a little bit awkward here to do Basilisk, to use Basilisk Venom here to CC him, since the ads are attackable before the bosses. So you either have to use it late and deliberate, or you don't use it, I guess, like him. Here you want to use your mobility to trigger this cutscene as quickly as possible. You really don't want to have like multiple people going over this at the same time, or you will trigger multiple cutscenes, which is awkward. This is why Thief goes ahead. I mean, in general, like someone should go ahead. I guess Thief is just the most mobile class, so usually it's Thief here, the first, and then you go like back, you precast here, because this needs time anyway. Like the boss will kill this chick, and then like there's still a damage area here, a solid second after he kills her. So you don't want to enter this. Anyway, you need to be careful here. Like now, it's still not safe. Now you can enter, so it's. You need to be a little bit careful here, or you get one hit. But then you just kill the end boss, and that's forward, TA forward. So next path will be TA up, of course. Same principle as TA forward and TA up for the first skip. So let's just skip ahead a tiny bit. So you know, right here again, there are two ways you can do this. You can either go here, you know, just do a normal jump, like around the corner, get on top of this, and then jump over the gate. You can also go on this room here, use like a star 5 to get on top of there. It's personal preference, honestly. So this fucking annoys me. Oops, I'm sorry, guys. Kind of want to get rid of this blue text. Like retarded. Okay. Oh, it's still here. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, but this is annoying me. Okay. Yeah, same skip as earlier. And we really need to make sure we are quickly. We do not like fail too much in the skip, or otherwise we will slow down the general path. So same thing. We leave a portal here. We leave sort 2 here. Take the first waypoint. Sort 2 to be quicker. Open the portal. So right here we will join the party this time. We will jump down. We need somebody else to leave a Zera portal. As you can see, in this case, this player will do this. You need a Zera portal up here to then, after you kill the worm, everybody can go back up here. And yeah, that's done by someone with a Zera portal. Of course, the thief can't do it because he used the Zera portal in the path before. We prepare Pitfall here, we CC the boss, our job. And we take the Zera portal up here. Kind of the same thing like last path. He goes to, he swaps again to, you know, to the Deadeye for the payback. You can also just play Deadeye on the boss down there with payback equipped, right? Then you would also have the portal cooldown back quicker. Two things you can do here. The standard thing, what you also will see in this 2 here, is Thief just leaves a Thief portal here and then goes back to the group, kills Malrona, and everybody takes the Thief portal after, and then, you know, the party jumps back into the path. The Thief goes, stays outside of the map and continues with another skip. What you can also do, like an advanced thing, would be if some of you have, you know, another player follow you here on Thief, then he plays a Zera portal here, another Zera portal, and you know, this player would then go back to the group and then would portal the group here, and the Thief instead could go into the next where the next boss will spawn, because the second you kill Malrona, you can instantly trigger a dialogue here that takes forever. So, you know, even like the party has still time to get there, but then you would leave another portal so you can take it back. But more advanced stuff, which you can see in, you know, more tryhard tours, but it's like a general thing. Like the normal thing to do here is just the Thief leaving the Thief portal there, then joining back with the party, and then killing Malrona. Then everybody takes the Thief portal. The party jumps back into the path on the right. The Thief continues with a skip right here. Sound always messes up here a little bit awkward. What I like to do is just go for the safe star 5, which he will do now instead. And then you have to make sure you jump over, like, cause you can't slide down. There's an invisible wall. You really need to jump into like the path here. Another thing you want to do right here is you want to place the portal, because if his portal will be off cooldown, he will place it. You want to replace it so you can like instantly rush to the end boss, just to make it more convenient for everybody. You do not want to, you know, place it like here and then everybody has to go like here around, and you can't like just X straight up to the boss. It's just kind of annoying and unnecessary. So make sure to place it, you know, in a straight line towards the end boss. And you can place it on like in this area where he places it on. I think I like to place it on this kind of floor, but that's gonna personal preference, I guess. So you wait until your party kills the boss right here. There will be a waypoint for you to take, and then you will take the waypoint. You will also leave a sword 2, and you will instantly use after taking the waypoint. So you instantly get blinked towards this area again, which results in you being instantly able to pretty much open your portal. So sword 2, boom, open your portal, and then X towards the end boss, trigger the cutscene, go back a little bit, stack here, and the party arrives. Same principle as in the path before, don't go in too early or you will die. And just some general thief stuff, and this concludes TA, and we are off to SE. So SE is obviously the first dungeon that's where we're going to merge paths. So we will pick P3 and then we will merge P1 into it. So depending on what players you have with you and what those players are comfortable with, you can do multiple things here. Number one, I think the best thing is if you're NG, if you have an NG and your NG can do pretty much trigger P1 solo and then also kill Nox solo to unlock the P1 waypoint for everybody to take later after P3. This is like the best thing you can do in my opinion. In optimal tours, in an optimal scenario, Thief is better for this, but you also give up some, utility and portals that Thief can do it for path 3. So if you do not have anybody else who can do that, instead of Thief, I think it's better if NG just does the P1 stuff in SE. If your NG is not comfortable doing this, then of course, if you're a Thief and you can do it, I think you should. Even though it means you give up some utility for part 3, some portals for part 3. But I think it's still worth it, probably. If neither the NG or the Thief feel comfortable doing this, that's not a problem as well. You can just all go P3 and then, do kind of the old way of merging SE where the Thief just leaves the group to kill kind of the end boss of path 3, and then the Thief does the skip and triggers P1, and then everybody ports Citadel waypoint, takes the Thief portal, and you kill Nox together, which is that I would consider kind of like the old way of merging. I think it's still really good if you don't have people who are comfortable with doing solo, pretty much triggering P1 and then killing Nox solo to trigger the waypoint. But yeah, so right here you really want your Guardians to kill the barrier, because then you can just go ahead here on Thief, because you really want to go ahead here since you want to go and prepare a portal. So what Sauron does here is really fancy. At the end of the day, if you are less comfortable with this, you don't have to do as crazy fancy stuff here. You can just go up to this area here, use sword 2, get to the other side, place the portal not on boss, take sword 2 back. That's fine as well. If you if you are getting more comfortable better on Thief, you can do stuff like this, which is obviously nicer. But yeah, in this tour PoV, the NG, which is me in this case, goes and does the P1 stuff, so Thief stays with the group. If the Thief would go do the P1 stuff, you would do this portal and then you would not join this boss fight we just saw, and you would go instead and do you would leave instead and do the skip. Want to kill this group, or they will follow you through the whole dungeon, or potentially annoy your the person who skips P1. So you want to just kill them quickly. Right here, I would swap in Shadow Refuge just to make it safe. If you have an NG here, of course, Gyro is nice to use, and in this case, they blast stealth, which also is nice. But I think it's just safer to also have an SR available. So I would swap that in if possible. So right here, you want to leave killing the boss to your party. You want to go ahead already, since there's going to be another skip you're supposed to do. And you, as you can see, one person logged out right before the boss died. And this is for something that will happen right here. So here you want to communicate with this person who logged out. You wanna wait until he is ready. You know, he has a loading screen into LA or into Dredge Cliffs, I guess. And you want to wait for him to be ready to join the dungeon again, because you can actually bug this card here slightly, which makes this portion of the dungeon way easier. So what you will do is you will wait until he's ready, then you will rush in here and trigger the card. Why do we do this? We do this, so as you can see, the person will log in shortly. So what this does is, normally, of course, the card will spawn a lot of ads around it, and then you're supposed to knock those ads away, or not kill them, you know. So, because if you kill them, then the card goes back underground, and then it takes time for it to come back, and then you kill it, and it's just annoying. If someone joins the dungeon, the instance, while this card is, you know, kind of spawning, coming out of the ground, the time window is really generous. The mobs around the card just won't appear, and it's pretty much just a DPS golem. Yeah, so if possible, I would highly recommend just doing this. And of course, while I was talking about this, Saul is already, or the thief is already on his way to do the next skip. Right here, you then want everybody to be out of combat, because the person who just logged in, you know, wants to, you know, take this waypoint you unlocked here after killing the second boss. What you can do, if you have like a guard right here, he could also not participate in this boss fight and join the thief, and then, you know, leave like a portal here and then open the portal here, and then this person ports here and then you take the port. But this is like more fancy stuff. Of course, like the more portals you do, the harder it gets. But it also, you know, makes just the whole dungeons quicker. Like, so everybody was out of combat, the person ported, and they are off and attacking card right now. Meanwhile, we are already here, and we are preparing a portal for after card. So this is like a personal preference thing. When I play thief, I just like going here, use a star 5 here. It's not a jump cast star 5, it's just a normal star 5. Sauler likes to go here and jump cast it's his star 5. Just small stuff, you know. But yeah, the personal carrier almost is dead, and then thief obviously wants to. You obviously want to take the thief portal, and this is where thief would leave if you don't have someone, you know, doing P1. If you would merge the old way. But instead, we will just kill this boss right here. Honestly, right here, this boss should have been CC'd by him. Should have maybe, you know, equipped pistol, headshot, plus a trap, but because I think saving Basi Venom for Destroyer makes sense. But yeah, this is small stuff, as I said. So after killing Destroyer, as we can see, the knock waypoint is ready. So P3 is done, so we are now focusing on P1. So we will take this this waypoint, and now Thief will skip ahead. Why, we will see in a second. So when you go right here, there's a big trigger located here. And you want to skip over the trigger. If you skip over the trigger, you pretty much just prevent Taza from leaving this spot right here. So you can fight her in this, like at this exact spot, and you know, she's not porting into her end boss like chamber where she usually is. So this is why you kind of want to just walk up to where this golem is, and then shadow step into the room as far as possible. So you do not, you know, trigger this. And make her leave. If you do not see any mesmer like effects and she disappears, then you know you made it. You know, so as we can see, he made it. You want to leave your portal here, and then you want to, you know, take the waypoint. We have our shadow step we can take, and then we take the portal, take our own portal, and the theme will too. So right here, I want to talk about something quickly. So in general, after you take the thief portal, you will come out like here, right? You really want to make sure you stand behind this this fence right here, So if you pull the golems, you will LOS them properly and they all run here. Or at least like somewhere here, you know. If you are not careful enough, if you want, you know, too far up into this open area here and the golem can see you, you know, then he won't come here. And then, you know, it's awkward. You have to go to him, kill him. It's just annoying and awkward. And it's easy preventable if, you know, if just everybody makes sure, you know, people are properly standing behind this area here. Yeah, just as a small thing. So let's skip ahead again. So he opens the portal and then he is off leaving. Right here there's a small mistake. You don't actually have to jump. You can just hug this tightly and walk up here. But he falls down sadly. It's a really small thing what he's doing here, but if you are quick, as you can see, he's slow. Like you already killed the golems, because if you kill the golems, then this door opens. Otherwise, you can just starve here and then, you know, jump behind the gate and already trigger end boss, so you kind of fight end boss and golems at the same time. But you know, just a small thing. You have to kill the golems first though before you kill end boss, or you will bug the dungeon. Here you can ask your team to target Taza, which we didn't do, unlucky. And then you join your team and kill the end boss. Killing the end boss here, you know, it's just more chill. Not like an annoying extra ad next to it. And we can all leave the dungeon, and this was SE. Next up is COF. So COF, the thief will go for the infamous merge skip with the portal jump. I think in general, so okay, on high level tour play, it is best if the thief goes for this. But in general, for pretty much most people, I would advise sending the Engie, honestly, doing this, because the skip is just easier on Engineer than on Thief. So yeah, the only advantage the Thief has is pretty much the portal afterwards, which of course could be done by a Zera portal from the Engineer, but you know, small stuff. So yeah, if you're not bothering with killing the NPC in CMP2, then you can just send your Engie doing this. But of course, in this case, the thief is doing it, so we will take a look at it. So we come to a spot where we want to do portal jump. So what we want to do is we want to start casting the portal and then jump, of course. So the portal is mid-air, kind of. Then we want to aim our staff, and then we want to open the portal and then, you know, staff 5 and interact with the portal. So we, you know, the star 5 gets casted from where the portal is opened. This is kind of the concept behind it. Not easy to do, so yeah, this is why I think it's totally fair if you just want to send your Engie, especially if you're not, you know, like super tryhard. Because on Engie it's just a jump casted rifle 5. But yeah, okay, here of course we want to stealth. We want to make sure we are not dying to the bombs. Here we have to make sure we take the right way around. We can of course also blink up here on Shoppo, but then we won't spawn the waypoint. This is why you see everybody taking this, you know, like weird way up. You can also of course just run past the boss, the mobs right here on the right. But you know, if you blink up, you don't get the waypoint, which we kind of need. So you know, just a small thing. Here, Conti Spectre gameplay. Classic, we have the pets, so I mean, the Drake has no chance. He's completely confused. We have the thief boys next to us. But yeah, this is kind of like the situation why you want to have the template. Another situation would be, you know, when you do in fact, you know, do SE the P1 part and do like solo knock. This is another place where this template would be really good for. Okay, so right here what Saul is doing, since he has a lot of extra time, he decides to just kill those flame turrets, just to make it nicer later, you know, to take the waypoint, so you don't have like 3 turrets shooting, you know, 1,000 projectiles at you. Yeah, of course, normally don't have to do this, just because he has like a lot of time he does this. In general, what the group is doing right now is we are at the Acolyte event, and yeah, the general plan right here is now that the thief goes like ahead here, prepares a portal, and then the second the Acolyte event is done, the thief and the party kind of swaps places. So the party will go and finish P3, the boss, and the thief will go ahead and, you know, keep working on part 1. But as you can see, it's so much time. You have so much time like this. He killed the turret and stuff. So if you have your NG do this, and then, you know, just accept the fact that you don't have this portal right here, but he is that you already prepared. If you know, if you don't need that, then just send your NG. But there we go. Acolyte event is done. So we swap places. He opens the portal, everybody takes it, and, you know, so the group is pretty much on P3 end boss right now, while the thief is on P1, giving swiftness to those NPCs with F1 steal. Right here, absolute classic skip. There's a trigger right here. If you skip over it with a blink, you can go, you know, into the next, you know, room, and then already kill the console, which is, which makes you skip this kind of, I don't know even what they are called, like brazier event, whatever. You will just be able to walk through setup. So that should be like an absolute classic. The group already killed P3 end boss. We are waiting over there, so Saulo can, you know, place down a portal, and we do not have to interact with the fireballs, because I don't know. He's not skill testing us today. Right here, you want to make sure you're not too quickly. This is why you saw Saulo being a little bit like cautious here, you know, interrupting his X. If you just rush in here too quickly, you will bug the dungeon. And yeah, then again, you don't want to kill this boss here too quickly, the end boss, the effigy. If you kill it too quickly, the dungeon is bugged too. There's the NPC over there. You can see the voice line. He says like no, like here towards the end. After he's pretty much finished with his dialogue, then you can kill the effigy, and you will get the path rewards. So this is the cutscene. Boom, and now we have P1, and we can leave. This concludes COF, and next up is AC. So AC is, well, AC is really depends on, you know, who is in your party and who can do what. Like, you need someone to merge, you need someone who can, in the best case, do solo lava script, like all the burrows solo. You need 2 people who know what they are doing on P2, you know, the traps and stuff. And, you know, you need 1 person who can, you know, clip through the door to get to the Great Hall P2, and, you know, optimally also, you know like skips around, so you can send Hodgins later to him. So it's a lot of stuff. So I will talk a little bit more generally about what the idea is behind AC because of this. So as you can see, you want 1 person to stand back and super speed or swiftness the NPCs, and then, you know, go with them and pick path, and then after that you want that person to go and die on the gargoyle head, so Deatha will run down and die too. So she is, you know, already killed for to trigger P2 quickly. Everybody else is supposed to kill Spider Queen and then Cola. You don't have to kill Cola, but it's really just big quality of life thing and nice to unlock that waypoint, so everybody has like an easier time to get around the dungeon, and for NPC, you know, like management and sending them. I will talk about that in a second as well. So right here we obviously have the shadow step to blink past those traps and deactivate deactivate them for the party. So right here, as you can see, this person is dead. Like me in this case is dead. And Detha is right now like running down and, you know, is dying on the gargoyle head. The party is killing the Cola right now. Saulo right here is going ahead and initiating the store clip to get into the Great Hall. I'm gonna talk about this quickly. So what you wanna do here is you wanna run into this wall right here. Just to, so you run into it straight ahead. You don't wanna like drift off to the left or the right. You wanna be like, you know, exactly. So so at the end, so he's going straight because I really want to smash in that door, like head on, not on an angle. And in this door, in the middle of this door, there's a tiny crack, and we want to aim at this pretty much. And this obviously comes with experience. He knows where he has to stand, kind of. And then you need super speed, and you need quickness, and then you go into your telegraph tonic, and then you just clip through like this. So as you can see, the boss, the group killed the boss, Cola. We got the waypoint. So right now, Detha is already killed, and Sark and Detha are still at the start of the dungeon. And right now, you see the merger, which is me, logging out. So the NPCs before I logged out were still with me. Sark was with me, Detha was with me. And if you leave the dungeon, or also you can jump, which makes the game kind of think you're not there, you know. The NPCs go to the next closest person, which in this case is the group. It's not Saulo. This is why Saulo is not standing like over here, right over here, because then he would be closer and NPCs would go here. But the next thing we want to happen is Sark. We want Sark to get to the lava script, so the lava script triggers. And this way, right now, the NPCs, both Detha and Sark, got sent to the group right here in the lava script. This is why this person logged out, the merger logged out right here. So right now you wait until Sark triggers pretty much. And now he triggered. As you can see, everybody starts moving. Then you have one person assigned to solo this. As I said before, it's optimal to have one, because then you have 2 people to do this and one person who can skip around, and of course you have the merger, which is 5 total. Yeah, so if you paid attention closely, you know, okay, Detha is still here with the person in the crypt, right? Because 2 people ported away, but there's still 1 person, so the NPC just stays. So what this 1 person has to do now, the person has to jump, because if you jump, you're like in the air, and then the game goes like, the NPC goes like, oh, there's nobody here anymore, and then I have to go to the next nearest, friendly ally, whatever, and then Detha goes here with them, and this way you get Detha up here. As you can see, Detha is here with them. And after everybody ported now, like after Saulo ported here, ported them, now the merger starts with actually going down, getting the ghost, starting the Hodgins merge. So Detha is triggered, and now those 2 people will do Detha. Saulo is on to skip around here, so Hodgins can be triggered. 1 person does the crypt. So the general idea, of course, of AC is you have this really long crypt event, lava script event, where you kill the burrows, right? Which takes over 5 minutes, or around 5 minutes, and you kind of want to complete in those 5 minutes. You want to complete just everything else pretty much. You never want to wait for like any other path but path 3, pretty much, So in the time frame of those 5 minutes of the crypt here of this event, you want to finish P2, you want to finish the merge, like kill Hodgins, then send Hodgins here, then collect the scepter pieces. This is pretty much what you want to do in those 5 minutes, and this is what you want to do if you want to do like a quick AC. You want to really make use of your time. So what you see right here, Saulo, he's just waiting for the merger to be finished with Hodgins. You also kind of want to wait a little bit. You don't want to send Hodgins now. You know, if the merge is quick, you could send him, or like he could be already dead. But you kind of want to wait until the P2 team is like at the second trap, usually. So right here, same principle as earlier. To send Hodgins now is like jumping or logging out, right? The two options. And then, of course, since Saul is the closest party member, Hodgins will go to him, you know, and not go here, not go here. And I want to emphasize that you should really only res Hodgins and send Hodgins if you have someone's here, like standing here. If you ship him to another part of the dungeon first, I don't know, it just makes it more likely that he will bug in my experience. So I think, you know, resing him and then sending him off, he should instantly go here. So it's less likely that he bugs out, and you know, you can't keep going with path 1. But of course, in this case, it works like it should. And now Saul is off. And here you have to like balance a little bit between helping your path 2 team finishing their traps and killing some of the Graveling groups, because obviously if you send Hodgins here and start this P1 collect the Scepter pieces event, you flood the Great Hall with a lot of Graveling groups, and this can make finishing the traps like the P2 event kind of annoying. So, you know, you should not only focusing on collecting a Scepter piece, you should also help your path 2 team, you know, finish this event. And it can turn into a little bit of a clown fiesta like it did in this PoV, as you can see. But, you know, remember what I said, as long as everything is completed before path 3 is completed, it's kind of whatever. And this is going to happen in this tour. It's a little bit of a shit show, but you know, at the end of the day, it still did not time gate. Like path 3 was still the time gate, which is how it should be. So here, just helping the P2 team. They messed up a little bit. But of course you also want to collect all the Scepter pieces eventually and talk to Hodgins to unlock this waypoint right here, because this is the waypoint that's the P3 person, the person who's still in the lava script, and the person who did the merge. This is the waypoint they're gonna use to like join back with the party. So the P2 trap event is finally finished. And this is, you know, where you communicate with your P3 person in the lava script, like how many barrows do you still have to do. You can actually skip the last barrow that spawns in the event. You can leave earlier, because there's no time for the Gravelins to actually kill the essence collectors anymore. And Saul, of course, meanwhile is going for another skip right here, which is gonna enable him to already trigger the P1 end boss, since, you know, he's kind of skipped into the, you know, the end boss part behind the rubble area of the dungeon, and he will also prepare a portal. And if you look at the minimap, the P3 person is apparently finished with the crypt, so the merger and this person ported both to the waypoint and now are joining with the group. The P2 event will be finished, and then the people are going to split up for the burrows that are going to spawn. Obviously, if the event actually is over in the crypt. So right here, Sauda triggered, the thief triggered the P1 boss, so he's already there. Roaming around. P3 is completed, P2 is completed, excuse me. Now you see the split up in the Great Hall on the minimap. Everybody is getting ready for the 4 burrows that are gonna spawn for P3. And you know, this is what I talked about. Everything is pretty much completed now. P1 is ready, is completely completed. P2 is over. And you know, and all of this while the Graveling event in the crypt is going on, you know. This is how it's supposed to be. So right here, I want to talk about something quickly. After the event is finally, you know, fully completed, you know, in the Great Hall, this kind of circle here spawns with the NPC, and you want to make sure that you are not like next to him before he spawns, because then you need to like leave the area and then go back in, so you know he kind of recognizes you, and you know the event kind of starts. The burrows will spawn. So this is why, you know, see this person waiting on the outside of the ring and then like going in after this event trigger appears. There you see the person joining in, and now you know the Graveling burrows spawn. Everybody kills his burrows as quick as possible, and then everybody takes the waypoint to then, you know, take the portal which Sauler is preparing right now. And if, you know, right here, if you wouldn't be on Thief, you would be on Guardian or something else. You know, of course, you wouldn't use like a Thief portal, you would use a Zera portal. But you know, this is where you don't have to necessarily play a Thief in when it comes to AC. But yeah, in this case, everybody takes a portal, and one person needs to stay back, which is the Thief in this case. Since, you know, right now there's like talks going on with P3. At the end of this talk, of course, the rubble here will explode, and you will be able to go through. And the end boss, the P3 end boss trigger is directly behind this, so you need one person, you know, stand back and wait. Everybody else already killed the P1 boss right now, so P1 is finished with this cutscene. So now the rubble opens, now the P3 boss is spawned, everybody kills the boss instantly because everybody's already there, besides the Thief, of course, in this case. And now the long grassed talk is going on. After this one, you will have P3 completed. So as you can see, like P3 is the time gate for the whole dungeon pretty much. This is how it's supposed to be. So there's a cutscene, P3 is also completed now, and this is when you can leave. Got all 3 paths. And next up is COE. COE is a pretty intricate dungeon when it comes to strategies, especially at the start. So I'll take some time explaining those. I hope you know, it will be understandable for everybody. So right here at the start, you have your engineer do so normal. Let's start off simple. Normally everybody would just run in here, you know, kill a lot of mobs in this corridor, and then the NPC, you know, would like go around here, she would fight with you, it would take forever, then you would, you know, like go, and then you would pick the path, flip the lever, la la la. The thing is, this just takes time. If you have an engineer, usually, who can do this run refer solo in stealth, it's just quicker than killing everything, so this is why it's beneficial. The thing is though, the NPC works in a way where you have to be not next to her. If you're too close to her, she will stop running. So as you can see, this is why the engineer runs ahead of the NPC, you know, in the run. Like if you would be next to her right now, the NPC would go like, oh, let's attack some mobs, and then, you know, she would die, it would take forever again. So this is why the engineer makes sure he is far away from her. You know, he's just attacking some mobs, so the mobs don't attack her, la la. That's none of your business on Thief, but on Thief it is important to remember you can't be close to her. So this also is important for you, since you have to wait with your skip at the start here. You have to wait until she is further into the corridor. You know, this is why you see him right here. He got the triple jump, but he still waits for the NPC to be gone. See, like now the NPC is like here, and then she's not, you know, too close anymore to you, and then you can go. But if the NPC would be here, then, you know, you would be too close, she would stop running, she would attack stuff, it would take forever. So this is on Thief where you have to pay attention. You really need the NPC to go first. You need to let the NPC go first, and then you can go and start with your skip. Of course, in this case, someone got the triple jump here and ported the Thief up. The other way would be, whoops, excuse me. The other way would be you jump, you do a portal jump, you use staff 5 here, you would staff 5 up here, and then you would use a staff 5 up here if you don't get the 3J. But anyway, like you see he does the portal jump and then he instantly returns back to here, because if he would be like too far here over there, he would do if he would do the skip now, then the NPC would stop running, and it would be scuffed. So you need to wait if you have someone doing the engineer skip, that is, of course. If you don't have someone, if you just have like your group going in, killing everything, and you're taking this like slower kind of approach anyway, then it doesn't matter. Then you can just go ahead, do your skip. But if you have someone, on NG who does the skip, you need to wait and make sure you need to wait to not screw, him over or yourself in, like, I guess over the party over. Okay, we do the skip. We do a skip to here. In P1, of course, we jump down and place the portal on top of the golem. We need to stealth up, of course, that we don't get in combat. Place the portal, place the trap. Back to the first waypoint. In path 1, we need to pick the path first before we kill the golem. In path 2 and P3, we can kill the golem first. Right here, the protection turret sadly is not dying, but it's kind of because the group composition, like usually guard, longbow, 5 should kill it. But anyway, the boss dies, and we go into the next room. So right here, what we want to do is we want to do the 5-0 strat. You should wait here. Why should you wait here? So you can't interact with this console yet. So what you want to do is you want to wait here until the console is actually, like interactable, and then you want to walk up and you want to use Shadow Refuge. This is why you swapped it in right here, or like a gyro, and then you want to just interact quickly. If you would walk up there now before you can interact, you also have the NPC next to you, and then you can't really click the interact on the console because you have to talk with the NPC, and it's just annoying. So this is pretty much why you stand back here, and then when the console is actually like interactable with, then you walk up and stealth and then press everybody at the same time. See, there we stealth up, everybody interacts quickly before NPC is, has a chance to walk up to us and fuck us over. One person also targeted, so it's nice having a keybind to take it, to like accept a set target. So another thing right here is, if you do not have, if you have permanent quickness for this whole like interact, the interact is actually quicker than if you wouldn't have quickness. The thing is, if you have quickness at the start of the interact, and then it runs out mid-interact, it actually would looks like the interact is completed, but in reality you still have to like press longer until it's completed. So this is why you have to pay attention here. If your quickness runs out, you need to make sure you keep pressing, you keep interacting with it. And not like, if this bar here says, okay, you're finished, no. Like, you should pay attention to the top right here, and then, if it's actually completed 5 out of 5, then you should move. But of course, since we also have like a quick herald right here, no problem. And we all get it done. Right here on Thief, you really want to be quick. To move to this next room, because as you can see, there was a trigger right here we just passed, and after you pass this trigger, only then the NPC starts running into this room to talk to the console over there, which is obviously needed. So this is where Thief again uses its mobility to quickly get here to trigger this just a tiny bit quicker than other classes would. Here we leave our portal at the gate, just for after the boss fight, to skip some distance. And of course we let the Incos die, because they deserve it. Right here we shared Basi Venom. You could argue that, you know, you should wait a little bit with sharing Basi Venom, because, you know, if someone, as you can see right here, attacks the husk and loses his Basi Venom, it's a little bit unfortunate, but yeah. Could also make the argument that, you know, people just should be careful and not attack them, which, yeah, but anyway, if not everybody loses it, it's kind of whatever anyway. Oh, and he also gave Basi Venom too quickly because it ran out. Anyway, just some damage stuff here. You dodge, empty dodges, press stuff to Thief Gaming. Then we open the portal, we take it, and we are off to the next room, the ice guy. We use our trap here. And we use our portal here for kind of the same like thing, you know, as in the last room for after the boss. We pull the boss into the to get stunned, and then we fight him. This is a little bit annoying if you push him like this, but you know, you want to push him like kind of into the pillar, but yeah, sad Guardian trap noises right here since we pushed him out, but unlucky. And yeah, end boss again. We prepare our trap. We are on the boss, guys. We are Thief. It's CC time, and then empty the dodges and stuff too. Right here, you want to kill all those alpha essences quickly, since if you don't kill them, the path is doesn't complete, right? So you need to make sure you kill them after you kill the subject. This concludes P1, and we are off to P2. So in part 2, if your engineer does the same, you know, if the engineer also talks to NPC again here and then runs with NPC, it's the same kind of principle. We need to wait before we start initiating the skip. In this case, since I'm the engineer and I like doing the, you know, the Agent Spire running thing during the cannon event later in the dungeon. That's kind of like a special thing, and I don't want to go into this really, but it just means pretty much that, you know, you don't have to wait for, you know, like to be not too close to an NPC right here. You can just instantly go since, you know, no NPCs running, so. But something you need to, of course, keep like track of as Thief. But yeah, pretty much the same skip like in P1, but this time we're not going to jump down on top of the golem, but instead we will stay upstairs and leave a portal there and then swap to Deadeye, since, you know, from up there we can still do some solid damage on the golem as Deadeye. You want to optimally you leave the portal a little bit further down like here, because then people usually want to take the Thief portal and want to jump down into this kind of area. There's like a small ledge here, and then, you know, want to jump down so you don't get into combat. Yeah, small stuff. But yeah, share Basi Venom with the party for CC, of course. And then we will attack the golem and then the protection turret as well. This is where, if we have trickery and, you know, the boon remove is really nice on the golem. So right here we initiate a skip, and there are two things you can do. There's like an old school way and a new school way, I think. You could say, you know, like the traditional way is you go like on the left here, you know, and then jump down back into the map, like, and you're behind the gate, right? Like here's the cannon room and here's the door, and then like after the cannon room you would go up here, you know, and here's the X Alpha. Like, so what you used to do is, you know, jump down here, walk up here, leave a portal there, then walk down, then open the portal after the cannon event is done, and everybody takes it, you know, up and then walks to Alpha. So this is still totally fine, especially if you are not that experienced, I think. Like if you're just starting off, still totally fine strat. One small thing what I would do is I would place the portal up here, and then I would take the first waypoint. Instead, you know, instead of running back down and then opening like this, I would place it here, take the first waypoint, and, you know, have to walk up here a little bit, and then you can open it. It just allows It just streamlines things a little bit with path 3 later, which you will see. It also allows, you know, people here in P2, you know, you don't need 4 people for this or 3 people. You can do this as 2 people. So, you know, one person could go to Verdant Brink, Adrenal Mushroom action, reset the portal, the Zera portal, you know, for whatever reason, for a skip later on or something, and then, you know, join back. And of course, if you join the dungeon, you're at the start of the dungeon, so, you know, doing the portal like this, just beneficial in my opinion. You should just always do it. Yeah, of course, also in this case, since the NG, like me, I'm doing the run with the NPC right now, at the start, you know, to pick the path. I'm just naturally at the start of the dungeon now, so, you know, I kind of want to join back with the group again, so this portal allows me to do it as well, so I think you should just always go for the portal this way. But yeah, it's totally fine if you just, you know, jump down, walk up here, leave the portal like this. What Saul is doing here is a little bit of an advanced technique, kind of like a similar route like the Destroyer skip you can do in P3. It's kind of the first. It's kind of like the first part of it. It gives you like a small advantage when it comes to, you know, leaving the cannon room earlier. You know, at like 85%. I will go into detail when he actually gets there and places the portal about this, but yeah, small stuff. The thing is, this skip is not really hard. It's just you need to kind of know where to go and what to do. But it's not like a physically hard skip. It's also like the timing is not crazy. You don't need to be like, you know, giga fast in it. So right here, he's pretty much on the other side of the room. Like, you know, the other skip, you would walk up, you know, you would leave portal here. Now he is like on the other side of the door. Like this is the door, of course, in front of us. So what you can do is you can leave the portal here. This is what he will do, and then you can leave the cannon event at like 85%. You know, leave like a guardian trap on it, so you know it kills some more golems. The cannon doesn't die, and then everybody can go first waypoint, take this portal. The thief can, you know, already skip ahead, and then you can instantly like trigger. You can instantly be on the trigger for this alpha here the second the cannon event finishes on itself, pretty much, right? This is the benefit of you know, going here, compared to putting it on the other side of the gate, pretty much. Small stuff, but just nice to know about, I guess. So here we wait at the start of the dungeon for, you know, the engineer who did the start skip and picking the path, and also everybody will just, you know, take the first waypoint and then join up after the cannon event is, you know, almost finished. So the cannon event is finished, everybody will port now. This is why he will just leave the portal and then go ahead. In theory, people should leave a little bit earlier the cannon room, and then he would be able to share Basilisk Venom with them for Alphard. So right here, what you want to do is there's a fat trigger for Alphard. This is kind of like this, and you need to blink over this. Kind of similar to SE P1, I guess, a little bit. Just shadow step here on the middle of the stairs. Kind of does the trick if you know, do it from here. Then you can go past this door, because, you know, of course, if you trigger this, then the door will close, and then you can't do this skip what you're about to see. So he, you know, blinks over the trigger. Then the party, of course, goes intentionally on the trigger, so you can then start killing the boss. And we will just go ahead, leave a portal here, return back with the shadow step, return skill. Just makes the transition into, you know, from Alphard into Husky a little bit nicer. So we open the portal, everybody takes it. Here you want to make sure that nobody enters this room if the person is not stealthed, and usually an engineer will use a gyro right here. So it's not really like a thief's job to, you know, to stealth the party in this case. The reason is if you enter this, if you go over this trigger, then the boss will start doing an attack if you're not stealthed, which you kind of want to prevent. You know, you want to CC the boss first and then Especially since after the last patch you can't permanently knock him down, you know, even though he has a CC bar anymore, which is kind of annoying. Which is why the Guardian is also not taking Sanctuary here anymore. The Guardian will take Stand Your Ground for some stability, you know, so he can't kick you. Still, he will go for this attack eventually. You can't use projectiles if he does it, and yeah, need to kind of watch out and stay alive. Cleanse conditions from other people if you can somehow, but you know, then make your way quickly here, trigger Alphard, Pitfall Trap, and then it's, you know, emptying dodges and thief stuff to gaming again. CC the boss, of course, because, you know, we are thief and we are the boss. And this concludes P2. And the start for P3 is kind of the same as P2. Which you will see in a second. So again, because, you know, it's me on Engie and I'm doing the opening skip later, you do not have to wait with the opening skip. Okay, as you can see, good, got the free drag, Giga Chat. And then, you know, we can just instantly start with the skip since, yeah, as I said, I'm gonna say it again, sound like a broken record, I know, but it's really important that in case you have an Engie doing the skip right now, you should not be, you know, like doing the skip already. But yeah, pretty much same stuff. We go there, we go on Deadeye, I believe the portal, Basilisk Venom for the boys. Pretty far up the portal again, sad times. Basilisk Venom, portal, same stuff as last path with the golem. So the only difference right here will be now that he will go ahead here and then he will, you know, take a second, leave a portal and port someone else out of map, since that other person will then go for the destroyer skip. So, you know, what you're gonna do, like, at the end of the day is, like, you have one person going here for destroyer, and of course you're a thief going here for Alphard. So you will do the cannon event, then go like first waypoint, you know, go over here, take the thief portal to get here, kill Alphard, then take the destroyer portal to get to destroyer. This is pretty much the game plan. Of course, you pretty much just need someone to, you know, to be able to do the destroyer skip is really helpful. Otherwise, you can also do a double portal here on thief, you know, like do the thief portal and the destroyer portal, but this is, you know, a little bit more advanced. Not gonna get into this now, since, you know, it's also just not happening in the PoV, so. And yeah, pretty much same skip as we saw last path in P2. And by pretty much I mean exactly the same skip. So same stuff. We're here, we leave our portal. And now it's just, you know, waiting for can event to be picked. We see that the person is already in position for the destroyer portal. And then everybody will just, you know, meet up at the first waypoint again, pretty much, take the thief portal. Can event finished, destroyer portal placed. Everybody's here. Of course, this time we intentionally go on the trigger, since now we have the destroyer portal, and we don't need to, you know, get past this door. Basilisk gunner for the team. Pitfall trap, classic stuff, guys. Empty the dodges. we're gonna take the destroyer portal. Right here we will leave our team to do destroyer. Oh, right here, this is the 2 I dropped Dusk, GW2 by the way. One time I'm lucky, feels good. Here Thief will go for, you know, the end boss skip pretty much, like a skip for the last boss. We're just gonna go in here, like jump at this arch, and dodge back into the map, and make our way to the end boss while the party is killing destroyer. Right here we leave our portal, we leave our trap, usual business guys. We wait until our party, you know, killed the destroyer. We need to stand up there since, you know, as you can see, you trigger this end boss kind of spawning event after the destroyer is slain. So, you know, he kind of lingers around here, waits. Now the destroyer is killed. This is why, you know, the end boss starts spawning, and now he goes like off here, go away here. And then, you know, you need to wait until the party is out of combat. Sadly get in combat with the ground next to the destroyer. So this is why it sometimes takes a while, and then, you know, everybody goes Colometric's waypoint, which is right under here, and then everybody takes a thief portal to kill the end boss. Kill the alpha essences again here. And the path is completed. And the last dungeon we want to touch on is Honor of the Waves. Honor of the Waves we also will go for story, just because it's just a super quick path, honestly. You could make an argument for, you know, AC is also quick. You know, COE also pretty quick. But, you know, this is just this is pretty much just a thief skip and 2 bosses, so, and it takes like a minute. So we skip past the gate with Shadow Step, pretty much like COF, honestly. Same principle, and then we go up here, go through the ceiling. Shout out to Crone. I think this is the first, like, this is where I found the skip. Like, this is where I saw the skip the first time. Usually, like, before that you took a little bit of a longer route. You go through the gate here, leave the portal. Don't want to use Basilisk Venom here because we want to use it for end boss. Could make an argument to not use a spike trap here, and, you know, like, instead use headshots to CC, because as you will see, the spike trap will be kind of on cooldown. But then again, you have Basilisk Venom. Do you really need it? Not really, just for DPS, honestly. And he will still fit all of the ticks in, so doesn't really matter. But yeah, just kill end boss here, and that's the story. Nice, quick and easy, and this is what we do. Next up, HotW P1. Pretty nice and easy path, honestly. So at the start of the dungeon, we want to blast black powder here, blast some stealth, and then you want one person to stand back and path the mobs. So the last person who pretty much enters this while they are running at you, the last person is responsible, or, you know, will be the person those mobs will focus on. So, you know, only one person, only the last person needs to, like, wait here and path them, and then can join with the group while the group's already killing the guys over there. So as you can see, they're pathed, and now he joins up with us. Gyro here to make you know, the thief life just simple. Right here, in my opinion, you should go to your damage set and help with troll. A lot of, or like some thieves, I know, you know, sadly just do this. Can work if your group is, you know, a little bit better, but in my opinion, you should you should just help a little bit. Because, you know, you being skip and fast on the skip doesn't really, it's not like really a hard skip you need every second on. But anyway, like this skip is like a new version of like a skip. It used to be like an old skip where you would, you know, go like also out of like in story, you know, like behind the portal and then like swim like around and ooh to end boss. But it takes like forever, and you know this way you can half the mobs at start, join at golem as well, and this skip right here is not really that difficult. So I encourage everybody to just learn this, you know. Not that crazy. It's just a simple like super speed X, and this is just a normal jump. And then we are already pretty much at end boss. So our party, while the party is preparing for the Aldous on the stairs, we are here, and the thing is, okay, so if you go right here on the trigger for the end boss and you kill Aldous, you will just insta complete the path for whatever reason. And the time window is pretty generous as well, so even after you kill Aldous, there's like an NPC voice line going, like some cooldown, you know, like telling you his life stories, whatever. And if you know, if you're on this trigger, or if you're on the trigger for the end boss, you just insta complete the path. And this tour we intentionally decided to, you know, kill end boss, because you get a little bit more rewards. So this is why, you know, he placed down the portal here. Otherwise, of course, you wouldn't even need the portal. You would just stand here and then, you know, insta complete the path after the guys on the stairs is dead. So he's like intentionally like in this area right now. It's not going there because, as I said, like the you know, he talks for a long time. If you are there, you can literally just insta complete the path by accident, even though if you want to, you wanted to do the end boss, but. So right here he should share Basilisk with the party. Doesn't do it. Unlucky. Feels bad. But you know, intentionally like a little bit slower here. You want to make sure that with the totem you wanna, you know, hit it like until it's half life, but you need to wait until the boss is actually attackable before you kill it, or otherwise the guy will have permanent protection anyway. So as you can see, now he gets attackable. Now you want to kill the totem, but sadly we don't have CC, and then yeah, small stuff. Small stuff, but we kill the guy. The path completes in a legit way. But we get only one token because thank you diminishing returns. Anyway, P2 coming up, and in P2 you can hard carry on Thief if you do what Saul is doing in this PoV. So pretty much your party is going ahead and just will kill the first 3 bosses without you, and you blink past. You pretty much do the same stuff that you do in story for like at the start. Until a certain point, at least. So we blink here, up here again, but this time, of course, we're going to jump down here. And now we will enter the, you know, the area you would enter after you kill Andal the Thug, which is the 3rd boss, but you know, we are here already since we skipped here. And all of this is because we want to prepare a double portal. Sadly we die here, little mistake on his end, you know, wasn't stealthed, did die. This is not a problem, since, you know, we are voice, he communicates it and we can just adjust. As you can see on the minimap, like we are running up to Andal here, but we intentionally do not like start the fight now, since, you know, we know he needs to rest, and then he needs to place the portal, and then he needs to take the waypoint first. Usually, you know, he obviously would have been already, you know, would have already placed the portal, would have already been ready to take the waypoint if he wouldn't have made that mistake and died there. But okay, now he ports. Now we start with the boss, and he's going for one more skip here to prepare his Thief portal, right? Since the range to the underwater boss is not enough from where we are here. So right here you can do 2 things. You can either do the safe route, which he's going for, or you can do the risky route, which I will draw quickly. Risky route is you go here and you just do a normal jump to this ledge. You can jump on top of it, and then, you know, you can jump on top of the roof back here. The thing is, if you fall down here, you are fucked and it's pretty much over. So he chooses to go for the safe route right here, which is fair enough. Just a star 5 up here. I jump star 5 and then, you know, he gets here this way. Places a thief portal, goes to first waypoint. We killed Andal the Thug already, like, and the 2 Korgans in the meantime, and now, you know, we can just everybody first waypoint, everybody thief portal to get here, and now we are in range for the portal he prepared earlier, and now we are on top of the end boss. And this just makes this boss so much nicer, and because people have time to precast, people can, you know, CC him quickly, and he usually gets consistently CC'd. Just way better than swimming here. So if you have the if you are able to do this, that's really nice. Yeah, in my opinion, you should learn this. Makes HotW P2 quite enjoyable. HotW P3. So Saulo will use another Sarah portal in this POV right here. And he can do this because he is swapping to another character, and Sarah portal cooldowns are character, you know, unique. So if you just did the P2 thing and you don't have an extra character, or you don't go reset in between, which is kind of pointless, because then you just, you know, waste some time. You have to do normal portals here, or you need someone else to swap the thief. Right here, somebody else is just standing back and porting them like in P1, and pathing them. Sorry. Gyro again, same principle as earlier. And we're gonna go up here on the left, skip to the second boss, or the first boss, I guess, if you wanna count those mobs as not as bosses, which is fair enough. Right here, in my opinion, is thief. You should stand on this high point here, star 5 here. You don't need to jump cast it that way. Saulo prefers, you know, to do a jump cast here. Fair enough. So usually, he will, of course, thief is like, you know, not participating in a fight. He shared Basi Venom here before he, you know, did this draft jump, but now he's off doing a skip again. Usually it is really helpful if you have someone else logging out now and doing the last Terra portal he is doing now on Thief. If you watch more tryhard tours, you will also see this. But in this tour, we didn't do it, so it's all on him. So what he's doing right here, he's intentionally not killing the totem. You could do that. You could, you know, just kneel here, kill the totem with Deadeye, so you don't have to interact with this mob group, and then, you know, wait until Swan Gandhi or whatever that guy's called is dead, and then walk here, you know, place the portal, because you need to be in this area when Swan Gandhi dies, or Fimble will later not spawn. That's a small thing, but since he is the only thief, nobody else logged out when thief, he knows that, you know, he will be late anyway, and we will wait for him later on, so he chooses to not kill the totem and lets us kill the totem, because we know otherwise we would just stand there, do nothing, which is fair enough. And then, you know, you port first waypoint, Swan Gandhi is dead, everybody ports first waypoint, thief portals everybody to Fimble. In this case now, party has to kill the totem and then Fimble, while the thief is preparing the portal to end boss. All of this is not really like hard, honestly. It's not like hard skips. You kind of just need to know like where to go and what to do, which I hope you know, this video helps you with. But yeah, so if you do not have a Zera portal right here, what you should do is you should wait until Fimble is dead, like your party killed Fimble, and then you can go to the trigger up here. You do not need to like swim down here. You can just like go up here, and then, you know, you can leave a thief portal up here on those stairs. Like it's not going to be on top of the boss, but you know, you can't do it if you don't have a Zera portal off cooldown. But of course, in this POV, we have the benefit of, you know, a Zera portal right here. So he takes a weird path here, honestly. You know, pulls everything. If you would swim to the left here, or to the right from this angle, I guess, then you wouldn't pull stuff. But okay, Fimble is dead, and then you have to like go to this trigger, right? portless placed, and then you just port to first waypoint again, port everybody on the end boss. We get CC'd here, unlucky. And then we get end boss, and this pretty much concludes the dungeon tour. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. I was trying to go over stuff, not too quickly, but I also don't want to make it like a 4-hour video. I mean, I could literally like talk about what every class is supposed to do where, and then it would be like a 4-hour whatever video. But I don't know. I really want to do this video to help out, like in general, Thief players. Talk about some Thief PoV stuff. What happens where? Why does it happen? I hope it was insightful. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was not too long. As I said, this is the second time I record this, and I'm kind of exhausted now after talking 3 hours about dungeon. But hey, it's fun. So yeah, I hope you learned something. If you have some questions, hey, just ask me in the comments. I'll do my best to answer everything. But yeah, I hope I'll see you soon in the next one. Who knows? Have fun doing dungeons. Later.